Going back to our times, the Torah, it seems to us as something very, no, it's something very natural, historic. No, no, no. Madam, so you can say the same about the family. What do we need a family for then? Let's be free with these, with those, we meet, have children. Whose are they? What are they? Doesn't matter. Let's make some kind of a, I don't know, kibbutz, I don't even know, collective settlement. What is that? A family is something natural. The most ancient thing dates before the Torah, and we have it to this day, and therefore the Torah, compared to the family, is something very young. Okay, and if looking from the point of view of the woman, you describe where the man takes that feeling of warmth from family. He'll be addicted to the family, he'll care for the family, he'll want to keep it, sustain it, he'll protect and keep it, really. If he'll feel, according to the smell at home, that it's the same food, that it's the same relations, according to the same tastes, he won't be able to leave it. And where does that same feeling awaken in a woman? With a man, I understand. As a result of the man being devoted to the family, caring for the family, she doesn't need more than that. A woman is much more practical, much more revolutionary than a man in this respect, by the way. She gives birth, it really changes her entire inner world. If the man's next to her, if he wants for her to be next to him, because she continues, keeps his mother's home, then that's all she needs. You said revolutionary. How? It's not in vain that we see that they don't stay to live with the parents of the bride. She has the ability to get up, go to a new place, and so on. Yeah, because she has to build a new home. The home is the woman, it's not the man. Home is the woman and the family. The family is what you build inside that nest, the mutual relations. Does the blood connection have any meaning in the family? What do you mean by blood connection? I mean, today we see, for instance, families that adopt children. This is something very complicated, and I wouldn't go there. Just to add about why have a family at all, because eventually it's not in vain or simply so that we're experiencing a crisis in family life right now. It's in order to make a reevaluation, re-examination of our life, that we have to reach a state where we will decide that, like the family, the whole world has to be as one family. Meaning, we're coming to a crisis in the family, and it's happening more or less all over the world, and it will happen more and more until we decide that we have to decide that both the collective and also the individual have to be equal, meaning that we have to take care of the entire world as one family, where all of these billions, eventually they have to unite as one family. And then we'll be able to understand the kinds of principles that have to be also in the particular family. And how do the families have to be connected between them? Where necessarily the approach after the crisis which we will experience, out of which we will understand that we need a new attitude, I'd say an ideological approach, a global, integral approach, where it's not that we have a family because here I smell the same food as I did at my mother's and I have the same habits and so on, but that I add to the family a higher value, that we create such relations in the family and between the families into a bigger and bigger family. You can call it a clan or an extended family, it doesn't matter how you call it. That by that we're approaching a new life, we're advancing towards a new life, the revelation of a higher force between us. That if I and my wife are connected between us because of the children, habits, debts, life, and so on, then we have to feel the same way that we're also connected with other families by debts and advantages and disadvantages and all these things, because we came into a global world and we're accountable towards the force of nature or godliness. We have a general accountability towards this force, for all of us to be connected between the families as one family.